In the last 6 years, I've learned.
In the last 6 years, I've learned the hardest part of all this has been forgiving myself and desperately hoping that in the big picture somehow all of this will make sense, or at the least through the passing of time. The pain will have lessened and acceptance and healing will occur, making the idea that maybe, just maybe, all that talk I'd been taught, considered, relied on, believed in, questioned, doubted, but eventually rejected, about life after death and of souls that go to heaven might actually possibly be true, and that he is okay, probably more okay than the ones he left behind gone. And I pray there is one, I hope, Colton is okay. If there's no hope of ever seeing him again, this death will never make sense to me, and life here on earth is simply pointless and insignificantly meaningless. However, I've chosen to believe otherwise if I am to gain some lessons and use my life for a greater purpose rather than to continue living as an all too comfortable, familiar, self-centered, ungrateful, entitled person that I was before that Friday morning. 6 years ago today, and I'm still, but hopefully not as much. His life and his death weren't in vain. This year is a lot different than previous years. I had to let go of my last form of denial, that he was still alive, although the pieces fit the puzzle. As to what really happened to him, becoming a picture more horrible than I could have ever imagined. The insanity of year after year of looking for a son who seemingly vanished off the face of the earth was relieved of me. He didn't leave because he hated me for being a failure as a mother to him. And I began. From the moment I learned the truth of what happened on that day, Friday, September 26, 2008, forgiving myself a little bit at a time, right up the stake. 6 years later, in order to live with myself and to be able to forgive those that contributed to the taking of his life and taking him from us. For some days I did get busy, wrapped up with the missing and murdered children advocacy. That is now, whether I like it or not, a part of my life. Went out of the blue, it slaps me hard, the realization I am just a mom, deeply missing my son, the real boy, not the story I've repeated about him too many times, and definitely not the face of a teenage boy who will never age. On those damn missing child flyers from my son whose voice I can no longer remember, the sound of pouring whose hair I can no longer remember, the smell of when I would slime his head, just as I used to do with you and your friends. Every now and then while hugging you up, I also miss his lost opportunities, graduating high school, getting to grow up, move out, seeing all the girls he could ever want, falling head over heels in love and marrying one that would steal his heart, finding his dream job, or even working at hundreds of paid ones, until he found his calling and his babies. I miss the babies that he never got the chance to have, but also had since that you bloodline. Colton, I had once upon a time, long before I knew tragedy personally, presumed that when a loved one is gone, that all those left behind rally together and cling even tighter to each other. But with our family, in our relationship, and even within my own inner self, the pain has been far too great to endure. And I want you to know without a doubt that I don't blame you, not one bit, for the rift that has come between us, because it was my guilt towards losing Colton that required me to realize and acknowledge that I've been a neglectful mother, and ensure and resentful that life didn't turn out the way I wanted. And you might think you were shunning me, but I turned away from you as well when I didn't give you the love, guidance, trust, and support you needed from me as your mom, instead of basically just a crappy person, which has caused me to have become more distant and guarded with the ones I love. I realize that I'm missing out on the love and the connection from you and the rest of my family. I've lost years of time of a close relationship that I once shared with you, and those last 6 years I can never get back. The only thing that could be worse is to continue withdrawing and missing out on being your mom and being a part of your life. If losing Colton has taught me just this small lesson that I need you in my life, then I will owe him a big thank you when I see him again someday. I have a candle lit for him, don't want to make a big to-do about today, just a simple remembrance, a simple prayer, and hope that despite or maybe because of this loss I can be a better person and be a blessing with a random act of kindness for someone today in his memory. I know I will end this long trying time of remnants by telling you Larry, my favorite Larry of all time, even more than Larry Bird, my love, you know without a doubt what an honor it is for me being your mommy as well as all my other bums. You needed for me as your mom, instead of basically just a crappy person, which has caused me to have become more distant and guarded with the ones I love. I realize that I'm missing out on the love and the connection from you and the rest of my family. I've lost years of time of a close relationship that I once shared with you, and those last 6 years I can never get back. The only thing that could be worse is to continue withdrawing and missing out on being your mom and being a part of your life. If losing Colton has taught me just this small lesson that I need you in my life, then I will owe him a big thank you when I see him again someday. I have a candle lit for him, don't want to make a big to-do about today, just a simple remembrance, a simple prayer, and hope that despite or maybe because of this loss I can be a better person and be a blessing with